Brad, congratulations. How close to tip-off was it you knew you were starting?
Well, we came out late with about 13 minutes to warm up. Joe did about 2 layups, so at about 9.5 minutes before tip-off.
9.5 minutes. Well, that's plenty of time. You're a veteran. You got yourself ready to go.
Yeah, I got plenty of icy hot on regardless, so I'm pretty much ready to go.
Brad, it's your cousin, Cheryl.
Yes, what's up?
What's up, my friend?
Just tired.
Oh, come on
I'm
now,
supposed
young
to be
man.
playing all these
Hey,
minutes
come
this year.
on. You are too young to be acting tired. Hey, just talk about where this team is at right now. I believe this is your first back-to-back win. Just talk about you guys finally getting healthy, and now it seems like you guys are finally all on the same page.
Well, you talk about getting healthy, then obviously Joakim Noah tonight with the
To a
scratch.
degree.
Yeah, to a degree. There's always going to be that in the NBA no matter what. But, you know, our team is really based off the play of Derrick Rose. And, you know, with the ankle injury was a little bit slower at the beginning of the season. And now he's, you know, pretty much healthy and, you know, showing the league what he can do.
Brad, how you doing?
Good. How about yourself?
I'm doing terrific. Just tell me.
Remember when I ran you
Hey,
down?
we'll talk about that. We'll talk about that a little later. I promise I'll tell the story in the end. Okay, is that a deal?
Okay.
I'll tell the story in the
deal.
end. But tell me about the development of Taj Gibson this year and Tyrus Thomas. How much you think they've helped your team, and how have you been able to help them as far as their game?
Well, with Taj, at least, you know, he played a couple of years in college. Seems like nowadays you get guys that just come in after 1 year and, you know, don't understand the game. But, you know, from day one, I really liked the way Taj understood the game. He has a perfect NBA game because he's long. He goes out there and works. He can hit that 15-foot jump shot. And, you know, with him, it was just trying to teach different moves that other guys have in the league. So, you know, defensively, he knows what to expect from, say, some guy that's going to go left every time, or, you know, just the little odds and ends of the thing.
Brad, we were all impressed by the interior passing of the Bulls tonight. Was that a product of Vinny's offensive sets, or is that more a product of the skill set of you and the other guys?
You know, I like to say it's my high-passing skill set that I have.
Your basketball IQ.
Yeah, it's very high.
But you're a high-post guy.
Yeah, you know, playing against the old Sac offense. So, you know, I think it kind of brings out the old days of seeing Rick Adelman over there and knowing that, you know, I was dropping those off to C-Webb or Vlade or kicking those out to Paisley like back in the day.
Brad, okay. You ready to tell the story, man? Tell the story, man.
Yes. Do you want to
tell
tell
the
it?
story?
I want to hear it.
Tell the story, man. I'll let you tell the story.
You want to hear it from me?
Yes.
I want you to hear it, then I'll confirm whether it's true or not. Go ahead and tell the story.
Okay, well, we're at Michigan State, this 7-foot freshman, white, lanky, slow guy. And Eric Snow gets his steal at half, and short story, I chased him down, got the block at the rim with this little weak underhand layup attempt, and, you know, we went on and won the game.
Is that a Tayshaun Reggie Miller block?
I was a little bit lower, you know, below the rim than what Tayshaun was when he caught Uncle Reggie's. But
the moral of the story
I think he slowed down as much as Uncle Reggie.
But the moral of the story was I slowed down. He caught me. But the biggest part of the story was they ended up beating us to win the Big Ten by 1 game. And we only played them once. They
big.
won that game.
Thank you. I appreciate
So that's
that.
why he tells the story, because he says that's the reason why they won the Big Ten.
And still remembers.
It was. That
Every
game
time I
right
see him,
there.
he tells the story.
And remembers it vividly all these years later.
It's like it was
Oh, yeah.
yesterday.
You always keep a few memories in the bank that just stay there. Don't go anywhere. That's
We
in
go
a
to
permanent
captain's
vault.
meetings. He'll say, hey, remember that one time I ran you down the block?
Do you have one of these for everybody who interviews you?
No, this is the one that's in the vault, though. Freshman year, it was a big game, you know.
Hey, Brad, congratulations.
There you go.
Your best production points-wise since your days with Sacramento about a year ago.
Yeah, you know, my role's a lot different here. You know, I got Joakim Noah and with Tyrus last year trying to, you know, get those two knuckleheads to get on the same page, which I think is impossible. But, you know, you just get them to get along. And this year with Taj, you know, my minutes are way down, which, you know, I'm fine with that. It's just, you know, get more into the teaching role. And didn't expect that to step up tonight, but that's what you do in this league. When someone goes down, you got to be ready to play.
Well, a big win for you and the Knuckleheads, as you described them, 104-97 in Houston. Congrats, and thanks for being with us. We'll talk to you soon.
All right, thanks. See you guys.